The new trailer's out and it showed us a lot of skins, but also Respawn finally posted a blog about Apex artifacts, and we know what their true plan is. So let's take a look at what's going on, and also just updates in Season 21 on a whole. First of all, let's take a look at the updates. We are getting solos, but only as a takeover right now. Respawn said solos is coming back after all, and it's going to be replacing duos from the beginning of the season. And to spice it up a bit, they've added a few variations to the game mode from popular game modes as well, like Battle Sense, pre-kitted weapons with no attachments on the floors, auto heal, and the second chance mechanic. So it's going to be solos but with a few variations, and I think these variations are going to make it a pretty solid game mode, honestly. And maybe if we're lucky, this may be one of those things that come back a lot like 3 Strikes. We also get a look at the Broken Moon update, and Respawn have definitely tried hard. We have Quarantine Zone as a new point of interest, and this is what it replaces. And if you remember, this is actually the place we saw from that early gameplay a month or two ago. Breaker Wharf has seen an update, and look at the amount of walls that are knocked down with this map change. The terrain of Broken Moon has massively changed. Spaceport is a new point of interest, and in the little slidey showcase Respawn gave us, you can actually see that they've just lopped off a bit of the map around this open area, which was definitely needed in Broken Moon. It felt a bit too open. This new point of interest called Cliffside is definitely one of the most major changes. Like, you will not recognize this area. I mean, literally look at this. This place has seen a massive overhaul, and it's really beautiful, not just a destroyed mess. Also, we got a new area called Solar Pods. I mean, look at the amount of terrain that is changed in this update. It's amazing how much Respawn have done. We have a new area called Underpass, which is just replacing this little underpass area here. You'll recognize where this is. It was really a no-name location, but now it has a name and some new buildings at it. This little camp area here has seen an improvement, and it's now called Experimental Labs. I think these are new building designs, so these are definitely going to be really interesting to play with. And overall, the loot for this area has just been extended, so this is now a viable drop spot, although that didn't stop my randoms from dropping there anyway. We also have some brand new rotations that Respawn have given us. This place is called Hazmat Tunnel, and in this picture you can really see how much darker the new Broken Moon map is, rather than the update before it. I'm not sure if you would class this as a night map. I'd love to get a good look at the skybox. You can also see in the Hazmat Tunnel area there are now new zip lines, and you can see a bit of the skybox. It does look pretty dark. Also, there's a few more new rotations Respawn have added through mountains. This one is between Terraformer and Stasis. Basically, they're just new caves to go through. These are going to be pretty useful because Broken Moon did feel like you were skipping around a load of big walls a lot of the time, so these were definitely needed. And this new map update is probably going to make Broken Moon one of the best maps if it plays right. Also, there's another new rotation connecting Perpetual Core and the new area Quarantine Zone. Solid stuff. Now we get onto the weird stuff though. Respawn released a whole new blog for Apex artifacts, and it gets weird. We start with a picture and then the caption: what began with a Cobalt guitar continues with a new way to personalize your Apex experience. Carve your destiny with Apex artifacts and customize each variant's theme, power source, and more using new exotic shards, mixing and matching to craft your own calling card of destruction. And as you can see, Respawn have themed the Cobalt guitars here with the characters, and the little effect coming out of the core on Altars one does look really cool, but I don't want to say they look cool because God knows how much these things cost. Also, because these are going to become a proper part of Apex now, Respawn did give us a lore explanation, saying they were given to the Legends by the Mercenary Syndicate to bring something new and exciting to the games to distract them from the recent disruption of Revenant and the untimely death of Eduardo Silva. The smallest particle of Branthium indefinitely powers each guitar in order to maintain their ominous presence. With the assistance of Rampart, these guitars were created with the ability to be modded for customization to your preference. The Legends have heirlooms, and now you have something that's yours. Oh my god. And this is how they work, which you've probably seen a lot of screenshots going around, but this is the true price of them. Basically, first of all, you need a guitar base like the Cobalt guitar, and these can only be unlocked via the Mythic shop or appear in milestone events like the Shadow Society event. So you need to buy a full price guitar to get the base for these. That's as simple as it is. You're going to be spending a lot of money to start off on the Cobalt guitar, and then you can add your upgrades, and you have to unlock the upgrades in a certain order from the base. So first you get the base, and then the theme, and then the power source, and then the activation emote, and then you can get the death box. You get these upgrades using exotic shards that are a new currency that can be purchased directly with Apex coins, and also you can get exotic shards from the Battle Pass, and I'm fairly sure you can get them from Apex packs as well. But hey, at least we get a new premium currency in the Battle Pass, and I guess if you save it up long enough, you might be able to get yourself a free guitar in the future. I hope it is an upgrade though, it doesn't replace showcase anything important in the Battle Pass. So these are going to be a weird new type of currency that basically you can only use to upgrade your Cobalt Guitar or any future Apex artifact. This whole system of upgrades is really confusing because when I look at this, I just get lost in it. But basically, it just seems like you make your initial purchase on a guitar and then you can upgrade it for a relatively cheap price, but the base guitar is still quite expensive. Luckily though, people can still spend their heirloom shards on this, but you will be spending 150 heirloom shards on just this naked little thing, and then you have to spend exotic shards to upgrade it in a certain order. It's a very odd system. Wait till it's in game to get a full grasp because it's really hard to explain, honestly. But honestly, I've had enough about talking about Cobalt guitars. Let's take a look at the trailer because we can see some awesome skins and some awesome secrets, and we only have to look at Apex artifacts for a small portion of it. So we start the trailer off with seeing a lot of Battle Pass skins. If you remember, the Battle Pass theme is Void Corruption, so this is a Void Corrupted Revenant skin which will be on the Battle Pass. Also a Void Corrupted Catalyst which looks really solid. I really like the skins that just straight up put a mask on the legends. And here we can see a Void Corrupted Valk because there's stuff all over her wings. I'm not sure what you want to call this stuff, but it's corrupting a lot of things. Of course, we get a pretty solid look at Alta. Her tail does come out like the middle of her back, but it still looks like a tail, so I guess that's the source of the tail accounted for. And now you may miss this bit, but we actually get shown the reactive skin for the Battle Pass, which is the 30-30 repeat. So we get a tiny bit of a react here, which is solid. So the first variant has a yellow reactive effect. Here we see Alta's tactical in action. It looks really solid, and basically it does go through walls, but it's pretty elegant because Respawn chooses where it wants to place you, so I guess it's not going to be very glitchable. And we also get to see the Catalyst Battle Pass skin get shot here. Here we get to see a weird thing about Alta. Her tail is holstered while she's not using it, and she pulls out a Cobalt guitar. This probably cost her $200 odd. And then we get to see her passive where she can remotely interact with a death box and take one item, but it can't be an armor. We also see a back of a caustic skin here. Not sure about the relation of this skin to the Battle Pass. I'm 99% sure it's not on there, and this is going to be sold in some sort of event or launch bundle. Here we see Alta activate her ultimate, and it's basically the Revenant totem. I swear to God. She puts down a pad, she goes away from it, she looks at it, and then just teleports back to it, which is really similar to Revenant's old totem. So I guess this is going to be the new version of it, and it definitely looks a lot more interactable because you can choose when you want to go back. And don't miss this detail, Revenant is opening the portal to the totem while he is downed, so you can still go back when you're on the floor. We see what I think is a new Revenant skin here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this neon design is new. And here, I'm not particularly sure what goes on in this scene, but I think she kidnaps a fuse into a Watson cage and then kills the fuse, which is a pretty cool reference to the just kidnapping meta of Apex Legends in the early days. On next scene, we get a reference to Respawn saying Solos is never coming back, and then Alta hacks it and brings it back. Yeah, I really appreciate these self-deprecating jokes. We get to see a solid look at the Broken Moon skybox. Still, it looks pretty dark and light at the same time. I just really want to see this in game and just stare at it. In this trailer, we once again see another legend get kidnapped. It must be pretty easy for Alta to kidnap legends if they showcased it twice now, but I think the new meta is emerging of just kidnapping people. And we see in Alta's hand here what I think is the Molten Cobalt guitar from this little sheet of how much money you're going to be spending. And then here we see like a really cool Cobalt guitar. Once again, still a lot of money, bro. And then our final scene of the trailer is just this really cool chase sequence where Alta is chasing down Horizon. It's just referencing the story that Alta is apparently after Horizon, but we're still not entirely sure on the motive of this. Regardless, pretty solid trailer. I think next season's gonna pop. It's just a shame one of the main selling points of the season is Respawn are adding a new heirloom system, which is just super expensive. I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm too old for live service games, but what's the first thing you're gonna do when you hop on season 21? And subscribe to keep updated.